Hey everybody, this is book 3. Before we begin, they're making us do new hairstyles. If you so choose, new diamond ones. There's about 5 diamond choices. Thought I would show them off real quick. And then also, while I was browsing real quick through them, oh look! The hairstyle we already had that they're charging me another 15 diamonds for. That I had for 2 books. So if that's the case, changing out my hairdo. Chapter 1, The Test. It's the night of your wedding. You lean back on the mattress in your honeymoon suite as your gown pulls around you and Sam. You pull her in for a heated kiss. My wife. I love the way that sounds. Me too, though I'll love it even more when you're moaning it. You instantly feel the warmth balloon between your legs. At her words, the sensation only grows stronger. She trails kisses down your neck. I need more of you. You trail a finger down Sam's neck and towards the curves of her cleavage, and then push the fabric off one of her shoulders, kissing the newly exposed skin. Is that how you want me? Close, but I think we can do better. Together, you and Sam dispense of her remaining clothes. You revel in all the planes and contours of her body. You know, as beautiful as your dress is, I prefer what's underneath. Sam slides the fabric of your gown up towards your hips, her lips trailing after it as she kisses up your leg. You pause when she reaches the garter around your thigh, her eyes burning with desire as she pulls it slowly down. They always do this at the beginning of every book, and then we never see this kind of artwork or anything else ever done ever again. Sam, don't stop. You let your head fall back and release a soft moan as her lips return to your skin, tantalizing close to the apex of your thighs. Like this. More. Free bounce chicka wow wow for the last 10 seconds. My wife. That's right. Sam, how could you? You bolt upright and see Addison, Sam's first wife, standing in the doorway. How could you betray me like this? How could you betray our children, and with the nanny? Sam looks stricken by Addison's accusation. She opens her mouth to reply. Zzz. Yeah, a dream. You jolt awake, looking around for Sam and Addison before realizing it was just a dream. Because your room looks a lot more lackluster, you flop back against your pillow with a sigh of relief. Oh, that's not how I want to imagine our wedding night going. You glance down at your buzzing phone to see new messages from your best friend, Jenny. So, how's the cabin getaway going? Hard to complain about a trip to the Dalton's family cabin. Though I wish it wasn't because my fiancé's ex returned from the dead. Yeah, I can't even imagine. But you gotta focus on you and Sam right now. Enjoy the time you have away from it all. You're right. Thanks, Jen. You bring your hand up to admire the gorgeous ring that now occupies your left ring finger. I should put the dream behind me, talk to Sam about Addison. Feeling reassured that you can talk about it, you head downstairs. You smell the scrambled eggs and freshly brewed coffee as it hits you as soon as you enter the kitchen. Morning, beautiful. Sleep well. I don't know, do you always dress with a leather jacket in the kitchen while cooking? Actually, about that. What's wrong? I had a dream about Addison. Interrupted us. On our wedding night, talking about how you betrayed her and the boys by being with me. It was... She reaches for you, drawing you into a tender hug. Anna, I know, I'm sorry. I know this must be awful for you, that we haven't had much time to talk about it directly. The dream was so weird, and you're right, we haven't had the chance to really process it all. You know me. You know you can always talk to me about anything, including Addison. Speaking of, my lawyers wanted to update me on the progress. They've been trying to confirm her identity as quietly as possible. How do you not recognize your dead wife? Really? Of course, 5 years ago, a medical examiner told me my wife was dead. I saw her at the morgue. The boys and I buried her. After all this time, she could be a complete stranger pretending to be Addison. I'm not taking any chances either way. That's smart. If only it would have been smarter to equally say this was like 15 years ago she died. Because 5 years and she looks identical? Come on now. I was hoping to have it handled discreetly before we broached the subject with the boys again. If it's just some sort of sick joke. Do you think it's really her? It's hard to believe, I know. It's basically the plot of a soap opera, and yet something in my gut tells me it's really Addison. Yeah, probably the fact she hasn't changed in 5 years. You hesitate for a moment, but there's a question you still have to ask. If it is Addison, what do you plan to do? Well, just then the sound of 2 pairs of feet pounding down the wooden stairs fills the kitchen. The twins come tumbling into the room a moment later.
Mom, Anna, we want to build a snowman.
Sam laughs as they take her by the hands and start to drag her out the door. Okay. Anna, care to join us? You look down at your thin pajamas. Sure. Let me change into something more snowman building appropriate. Actually, I left a little something up the closet upstairs that might fit the bill, if you're interested. No, I was hoping to wear thin PJs. You raise a curious eyebrow, but she just winks and shepherds the boys out of the front door. Back upstairs, you rummage through the closet, smiling when you find a purple snowsuit that equals parts warm and sexy. Sam definitely won't be thinking about her ex when she sees me in this. Diamond choice. I'm gonna stop harping on it. I know, this is stupid. It does sound like a soap opera point. And look at this outfit. I swear we've seen this outfit somewhere. I think it was in Austin Powers. Making sure to grab gloves, you head downstairs to join everyone outside. You swing by the kitchen for a surprise of your own, then find Sam and the boys in the backyard, which is still decorated from the holidays. They're putting the finishing touches on a 2-tiered snowman. I hope I didn't miss all the fun. Sam's eyes go wide when she sees you. You enjoy the way she slowly drinks in your form. Definitely not.
Besides, that was just a practice one. You can't just make one snowman.
Right. That would be ridiculous.
Hey, what's up?
You point to the object in your hand and you hold it up so everyone can get a better look. It's a thermos, it's no necessity. Just my famous hot cocoa. I thought all that practicing may have made you thirsty. You pull the cups off the top of the thermos and dole out a hot chocolate to everyone.
You make the best hot cocoa, Anna. Will you make it for us all the time after you marry Mom?
Of course.
Even in the summertime?
Well, it's kind of the best ones at night, you know? You nod and the boys cheer, and then they take their cups and get started on the second snowman, and Sam lingers by your side. What else will you do once you marry me? She rests a hand on your hip as she takes a sip of the hot chocolate. I'll find a million and more ways to please you. Giggity. Careful not to spill, Sam pulls you to her in a fierce kiss that could melt snow around you.
Oh, they're kissing.
You and Sam laugh and pull away at the twins' reaction.
We're trying to work here.
Sorry. We're all business from here on out. You begin helping them collect snow in the base of the snowman while you sip. How many levels should we make this one?
16!
This isn't a cake.
75.
I'm pretty sure we need a ladder and an engineering degree for that, boys. How about 3?
Can it have at least 4 arms?
Well, if it can have as many arms as you can find sticks. So, boys, school's starting up again soon. Are you excited to see your friends?
I have so many new prank ideas to tell Steffi. Yeah, and I want to hear about Liliana's new puppy. That's just because you like hearing her talk. Nuh-uh.
I'm sure all your friends miss hanging out with you.
Yeah, we're the party or the life of the party.
Where did you learn that phrase?
Carter.
Oh no. The boys focus as they work on the snowman's head. Once you're satisfied with the size, you and Sam help lift it on top of the other tiers. Together you add rocks to the eyes and mouth, sticks for arms, and a few other accessories, and you stand back to admire your work. Snowmen! Almost perfect. Now we just have to give them a pet. What do you think about a snow puppy?
Oh, best idea ever.
What about a snow cat?
I want to make the tail.
You and Sam help the boys add a snow puppy in between the snowmen.
Next time, we should make all the snow puppies.
Not bad for a morning's work.
I hope they don't melt until after we leave.
Mason shifts on his heels, and you put a hand on his shoulder.
Is, Addison gonna visit while we're here?
Oh, Sam seems a little lost of words, and after a moment, you step in. Well, your mom has to figure some stuff out first.
Like whether she's actually an alien imposter?
Something like that. We probably won't be able to see Addison until we're back in the city, okay? This seems to satisfy them, and you open your arms for a hug. Both boys nestle in your embrace as Sam wraps her arms around all three of you. Thank you. After a minute, you untangle yourselves from one another.
Built snowmanning, it was fun and all, but we still haven't done my favorite thing, skiing. Yeah, I want to spend the whole day out here with you.
You notice that his spirits don't seem quite as high as Mickey's. A whole day just playing together as a family would be nice. Our lift tickets expire tomorrow, and the conditions today really are perfect. The twins start marching around the snowmen, chanting in unison.
Skiing! 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 Skiing!
What do you say, Anna? Up for hitting the slopes? Go skiing with the boys. After grabbing your equipment, you all head to the ski lift. The boys bounce around excitedly as you strap on your skis. All set, now let's hit those slopes.
Anna, sit with me on the lift. No, Anna's riding with me.
This is what I get for having such a wonderful fiancé. I'm sure I'll have a chance to sit with all of you this afternoon, but first up, shouldn't it be your waifu? I mean, Mason asked first. You wave Mickey closer to you as you can whisper. Mason and I need to talk about a super secret prank, and we need you to distract your mom.
What prank?
Well, I'll tell you later, but since you're the best at distracting...
Okay, I'll do it. Come on, Mom, nothing to see here.
Oh my god. Mickey takes Sam by the hand and leads her away. Sam gives you a curious look but plays along. Looks like it's me and you, Mason.
Yay!
You and Mason hop into the lift together. Once you're in the air, Mickey waves at you from his chair with Sam, and you wave back.
Did you really want to talk about a prank, Anna?
Mason, yes, I have the best idea. It involves Jello, a spider, and Aunt Robin.
Oh, that sounds funny, but not very nice, I guess.
Mason trails off, and you wait for him to continue. He looks at you a little sheepishly.
It's hard to be nice all the time.
You wrap an arm around his shoulders and give him a squeeze. Sometimes I have a hard time being nice too. Like if someone says something mean to me, or I see injustice in the world.
What about when Mickey won't leave me alone with Liliana?
I'm sure that's annoying because she's your friend, but feeling annoyed or angry doesn't make you not nice. It's what you do with those feelings that matter. This is true. Mason thinks about it for a minute before nodding.
Like, if I put on a really fast song and jumped on the bed till I wasn't angry?
Exactly. Or you can scream at the top of your lungs into a pillow.
What if I went outside and stomped super hard on all the crunchiest leaves?
It's tame, but, you know. You spend the rest of the ride listening to things Mason could do when he's mad, each item more ridiculous than the last. You all regroup at the top of the mountain.
Last one down's a rotten egg. Wait for me, Mickey!
The boys push off with their poles and start shooting down the slope. Oh, should we be worried? Why, because it's snow and they might go face first in it? They're fine, as long as we can see them. The boys have been practicing since they could walk. I should have known. When was the last time you skied? It's been at least a decade. I've never skied. Then follow my lead and I'll make sure you stay on your feet. You give Sam a thumbs up as you're ready for your poles. As you start off after her, your skiing rhythm comes back to you, until you spot Sam swerve to the right to avoid a down sapling. You follow Sam, swerving around the obstacle with ease. The wind whips against your face in a burst of speed. Look at you go. I'm just getting started. You stab your poles in the snow, picking up even more speed as your momentum propels you down the mountain. The trees are a blur as you sway back and forth over the snow. As the path veers around a corner, you see the boys go off a short jump. Take the jump. You line up for the jump, bending your knees in time to fly off the ramp. You sail through the air for a few feet before landing back on the course. Woohoo! Impressive. We won! The twins are doing victory dance at the base of the mountain as you slide to a stop with Sam. Are we both rotten eggs? I think this calls for a rematch. While the twins are distracted celebrating their victory, Sam draws you in, lowering her voice. You didn't think I'd let you get away without a kiss, did you? With those skiing skills? Definitely not. With a laugh, Sam slides your skis together so you're flush against her. Her lips capture yours in a hungry kiss. Your tongues tangle as you cling to her to keep steady, enjoying the warmth of her body and the cooled air.
They're doing it again!
Oh no! You and Sam break apart, turning to the boys with a smile. You have your way of celebrating a victory, and we have ours.
But you didn't even win.
We won last place.
Yeah, I did it.
Because, you know, that's the mentality of everybody.
Nuh-uh, it was a tie.
Well, then I guess we'll just have to race again to break the tie. The twins rush off towards the ski lift, and you and Sam are quick to join them for more fun times. That night, after the twins have finally settled down for bed, you and Sam snuggle by the fireplace. Thank you for answering the boys' question earlier about Addison. I just froze. I was so afraid that saying the wrong thing. I don't want them to hurt more. I don't think you would have said the wrong thing, but I'm glad I was able to help. What should I do if they bring her up again before we've had a chance to figure this all out? You should just be there for them. The best thing you can do is support them. If they want to see her, if they don't want to see her, just be there for them. Sam pulls you closer, resting her forehead against yours. I don't think I could get through this without you. Sam, I have to ask, are you sure about that? Nah, she can't be worse than Sophia. If we could survive her, we can survive Addison. That's true. You are the only woman I want, Anna, now and forever. You nestle in against her side, reassured by her words. How did I get so lucky to have you as my fiancé? I love hearing you call me that. We had to hide our relationship for so long. I'm still getting used to it being real. And with a grin, she pulls you on her lap. You straddle her hips, your arms draped around her neck as she caresses your lower back. Does this feel real? Before you can answer, her lips capture you in a fierce kiss. You tighten your arms around her neck, urging her against you. She shifts to lavish kisses on your neck, tilting your head back as she makes her way up to your earlobe, nibbling it before growling in your ear. I want you. Make love by the fire. Still pissed off they made me spend 15 diamonds on a hairpiece that I already had, but I digress. That's why I went with something new. I want you to, Sam. By the way, you guys know YouTube thing, so we'll be skipping whatever happens. You pull her lips to yours in a hot kiss enough to match the roaring fire. She sucks on your bottom lip in a way that makes you forget your own name. You roll your hips, seeking any sort of friction, as Sam pulls back enough for you to see the need burning behind her eyes. Tell me where you want me. I want you in front of the fire. As you wish. Sam stands up, offering you her hand. She leads you in front of the fireplace, and you lie down on a plush rug. She runs her hands down the length of your body as she positions herself over you. The fire's warmth pales beside the heat you feel as she touches you. Anna. You slide your hands underneath her dress, relishing the feel of her smooth skin. She flexes underneath your touch as you brush your fingers teasingly across her. Ticklish? I never knew. More like eager for you to keep touching me. Like this? Graze a finger along the waistband of her underwear, earning a shiver of pleasure. She groans, leaning down to kiss along your neck. Should I be taking my clothes off, or were you still deciding? I was gonna rip them off of you, actually. By all means. She leans back and you quickly tug her clothing off. Not satisfied until she's Finally, you collapse back in her arms, fully satisfied your bodies with liquid sweat from pleasure in the fire. But you don't care. I love you, Sam. And I love you, Anna. You spend a long, blissful moment tangled together before finally heading up to bed. You have no idea how long it's been since you and Sam collapsed into bed, only that you're suddenly awoken from a deep sleep. Bang, 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 bang! What the hell is that? Whoever it is doesn't sound like they're going away. You creep down the stairs into the living room, thankful for the loud banging as awoken of the boys. Sam cracks open the door to see... Oh, for the love of strangled me now! Who didn't see this one coming, though? Addison. Hi, Sammy. I know it's late, but your parents said you were here, and I just had to tell you in person. Tell us what? Her smile drops for a moment when she notices you, and then she hands Sam a stack of paper. Test results. The DNA test you asked for, proving that I am in fact Addison Dalton. Now, where are my children? Up your ass and around the corner, you can cough. Anyway, without further ado, thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Unfortunately, it looks like they're not releasing Chapter 2 today with this. Normally, they at least release the first 1 to 2 chapters. It looks like the time limit, if you ever go to, like, a chapter, right, has a little time next to what it's rated. 8 minutes. They're not putting much work into this, are they, folks? Anyway, love your beautiful faces. So, next up we'll be doing Untamable, and I know how all of you love the Princess Swap. We'll be getting caught up on that, as well as getting that out ASAP. But, without further ado, I thought I would jump on this ASAP. I know I'm a little late compared to what I typically am, but, you know, family life and IRL shit usually take precedence. So, yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. You know what to do. Hopefully you know what to do. It's there on the screen as well. Check the description for more links and support the channel. Peace out.